All new Amazon sellers run into this ungating roadblock when they're first starting out their Amazon online arbitrage journey. But don't worry, in this video, I break down exactly how to ungate name brand products for completely free and answer some frequently asked questions. By the end of this video, you should have complete knowledge to ungate big brands and categories, even if you are a brand new Amazon seller. So before we actually get into how to ungate products on Amazon, we're going to go over the 3 different types of products that are on Amazon. So the first one is the auto ungate products. So these are the products that you can sell right off the bat when you first have an Amazon account. And actually, the more and more products you do sell and Amazon trusts your account more products will become auto ungate products. But you see here, when I have the Monster Jam, for me, it's already auto ungated, so I can already sell this product. And that is the first type of product. And this is the first type of product you want to focus on selling because you don't have to submit an invoice. You can sell it right off the bat. So these are brands like Stafford, Cuddle Duds, and products from Walmart like And1 should be auto ungates for certain sellers here as well. The second type of products and the most common ones are the ones that require you to submit an invoice. So when you search up a brand like a Wally here, you see that I'm not actually ungated to sell this product on this account and I have to apply to sell. And it looks like this where you have to request approval and submit an invoice, and it kind of looks like this where you have to drop the PDF and click on all the boxes. But just keep in note that some products that are going to be auto ungated, and when you click apply to sell and request approval, it's actually going to lead you to a page where it just says you have been approved for this product, and that's also going to be an auto ungate, and it's not going to show up this application. It's just going to show you automatically being auto ungated. So always click apply to sell and request approval, and you'll never know if you're going to be auto ungated or not. But like I said, that is the second type of product, and the most common is the ones where you have to submit an invoice for. So in this one, it requires at least 200 units. Most products are going to be 10. Some are going to be 50, some are going to be 100, and a lot of bigger brands are going to be something like this where it's 200 units. And the third type of product is the product that is hard gated or restricted. So as you can see here, we don't have any options to sell it or apply to sell. It just says copy listing, which means that Amazon restricts new sellers from applying to ungate certain brands, and they're typically the bigger brands like Nike, Adidas. They just want less and less sellers on it. So the only people that can actually sell this are the people that already have ungated in the past here, that are grandfathered in. So those are the 3 types of products. So the auto ungates, which is the ones you want to focus on selling in the beginning. The second one is the most common one, which is the gated products that are restricted, but you can ungate them by submitting an actual invoice. And the third one is the hard gated or restricted items that you can't sell at all. So now that you know what the different types of products on Amazon are, this is actually how you ungate. So for example, on this account, I am not ungated on Crayola, but on my other account I am. But I will be showing you examples. So you would just type in Crayola here, select that new condition, and click on apply to sell. When you click on request approval, you're going to go to this page where you have to select all these boxes and then drop a PDF with at least 200 units. I know it says 200, you can do 10. And the thing about ungating is usually it doesn't happen after the first submission. It takes anywhere between 5, 10, 15, sometimes even 30 to 40 to 50 submissions to get ungated. And the bigger the brand is, it gets a little bit more complicated, especially if your account is a little bit newer. That's why I want you guys to focus on auto ungate stuff and get some sales there. When you get more sales and more trust with Amazon, they're actually more lenient with the harder ungates. But for Crayola here, so a lot of people actually think that you need to buy from wholesalers or distributors to ungate, but in fact, you can actually buy from the direct website themselves or use websites that are known to be good for ungating, because Amazon wants to see more of invoice looking products, because Amazon wants to see more of invoice type of receipts, not like order confirmations or things. They like when it says invoice and when it shows your whole shipping address and the item name. So in my opinion, the best website that is known for ungating, that is really, really beginner friendly, is actually Target.com. And that might be a surprise to a lot of you guys, but yes, Target.com. When you go through here, I removed my address, but this is what I bought to ungate here. $80 for 10 units here. This is the exact invoice I use. As you can see, it says invoice. So you can actually print that invoice, save it, and paste it right in there and drop it. And like I said, it might not happen the first try, the second try, or the third try, but eventually when you get the right representative for Amazon, they're going to approve you for this here. And for some proof, you go through my email here. I have, as you can see, brand approval press for Crayola. Hello seller, thank you for your application to sell Crayola products. We have reviewed the application and we have approved your application here. And I was denied a few times. You can see we reviewed your application, determined that you're not eligible to sell this product. But eventually, the more and more I submit, I'm increasing my chances of getting approved here. But just make sure that you're not being auto denied. So that means it's like
when you submit an invoice and you see that it's actually being reviewed for more than a few minutes and not being instantly denied by a bot. Because if it's instantly denied by a bot, then it has no chance of getting ungated because it's just going through this filter of auto denying you. So what you have to do is actually give it a cooldown about 24 to 48 hours, and maybe even just try submitting on a different union or replying to the case itself. So just make sure that it's actually being reviewed for more than a period of 5 to 10 minutes. Anything under that is called the instant denial. And when that happens is you have to give it a cooldown or submit on a different ASIN or reply to the case individually. So yeah, that's exactly how you ungate, and you're just gonna submit this every time for multiple products. And the more and more you ungate, the more and more products you sell, ungating can get a lot easier. It's definitely a road bump for beginners, but as someone on the other side with a bunch of ungates, it just takes getting some sales and ungating and auto ungating, and eventually Amazon trusts you more and you can get more and more ungates like that. But to answer some of the questions that you might have, yes, you might have a question of, should I submit a picture of the units like laid out on the floor? You don't have to, but the more information you submit, when the representative on Amazon end actually sees it, they are more likely to ungate you. So yes, I would recommend you lay out all the 10 products on the floor and submit that as well. Another question that you might have is, can I ungate for free? Technically, no, because you have to buy the units to submit it. But after you get ungated, you definitely can just return it. These, from Target.com, I think Target has like a 30 to 60 day return period. Yes, you shouldn't do it every single time, but if you want to save money and money's tight, yes, you can definitely ungate the products. And then after you actually get approved, you can return the products within that return window and actually ungate for free. Another question you might have is, should I pay for ungating services? I've seen people charge $500,000 to ungate a specific brand, and the answer is no. You should definitely not pay anyone or any service to ungate. I literally showed you how to do this for completely free. And all you have to do is, if you're denied, just keep submitting. And sometimes it takes a while, but that's pretty much it. That's exactly how you ungate. And I did make a quick guide here that explains a lot of what I mentioned in this video, but also some other information that might be important, which is like actually renaming the PDF, stuff like important details on when you get instant denied, auto engates, hard gates, and stuff like that is going to be in this doc. I'm going to put the link to this doc in the description of the video, and that's going to wrap it up for this 2026 Amazon Online Arbitrage Ungating Guide. If you found this video helpful, please, it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe, like, and drop a comment, and let me know how your Amazon journey is going. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.